Okay, hi Samuel, I'm Simon. Thanks for doing the interview. If you could introduce yourself to the community, tell us a bit about yourself, how long you've been trading, that kind of thing.
Okay, so basically my name is Samuel, and um, I started trading way back 2019, even though I didn't really have things figured out back then. But I was able to piece the whole thing together, and say earlier this year, around March, April, I I went full-time trading. I became a full-time trader. So between 2019 down to 2022, I was really struggling. My strategies and everything. The whole thing was so.
Okay, so what changed? You found a strategy that works? You've been back testing? What was the
Okay,
thing?
it's actually a very simple strategy. I trade rates, session rates. Um,
Okay,
I I trade rates.
so liquidity rates, you mean?
Yeah, liquidity rates for
Okay,
Asian session and London session.
okay, so you're an ICT trader. You're trading buy side and sell side liquidity.
Yeah, ICT, yeah. Though I didn't really learn directly from ICT. I
Okay,
didn't really learn directly from ICT.
okay. Who did you learn this from?
Okay, Phantom.
Oh right,
Phantom
Phantom.
ICT.
Oh okay. So you're trading stop hunts. Okay. What are you
Stop
trading?
once.
Indices or FX?
No, FX.
FX.
Predominantly Euro USD, GBP USD.
Oh, okay. So you're just waiting for a stop hunt of the Asia or London range, and then looking for
Asian,
some kind of
London.
yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
then
What's your
I
trigger to go? What's your trigger for a reversal? You're looking for some kind of FVG to get invalidated, or some kind of
no,
CSD?
not really, not really. The a trade becomes valid the moment I get the break of a fractal low or a fractal high. So the moment I get a break of structure to the downside, I place my limit orders for a sell, and the moment I get a break of a fractal high, a break of
Okay.
structure to the upside, then I place my limits for a buy, and
Okay.
that's it
Right.
basically.
Are you able to share a screen? Maybe show us an example of a recent trade?
Okay. There is an indicator I use for the purpose of this, and let me put it on.
Let me guess. Maybe a Lux Algo indicator?
Sessions indicator actually.
Ah, okay.
So here you go on the 5 minutes time frame. I take these trades every time. Though there are days when I do not trade, days when we have high impact news on euro on dollar, and days where CPI, PPI, FOMC, NFP, days when we have Powell trying to say one or two things, and those days I basically don't take trades. And there are other days when we have clustered news release from Euro, from pounds, and also from USD these days, and I don't trade. So I check my calendar ahead every week. So days when we don't have any news, yeah, I just basically go on the charts on my 5 minutes time frame. Then I mark out the rate in the session. Okay, for this yellow box, this is the Asian session, which starts according to this strategy, starts by 1 a.m. and ends by 8 a.m. So I mark out the high and the low of the session.
What's that? UTC plus one. Okay.
I mark out the high and also the low of the session.
Okay.
Then I wait for a read. Okay, so here now, okay, let me put on the fractal indicator as
Okay.
well.
Okay.
So
So the
we have,
Williams fractal. So you're looking for a 3-bar swing high or three bar swing low, something like that.
yeah, exactly. So I mark it out. So I mark it out and boom. I set my limits order and my target 1:2.
So you're selling on the break of that price line?
Actually, there are days when I actually wait for a candle closure. So I'll have my limits right here. I'll have my
Okay.
limits here.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. So you
Work on my limits.
wait for a
Then
break through a 3-bar swing low, wait for a candle close, and then you sell and target the range low or just a previous swing low.
yeah, this actually would have been a perfect trade if it was a trading day for me.
Mm-hmm.
So this example right here is basically how I take my trades, and I target 1:2 end.
Okay. But you're not trading today because there's no news, is that right?
I have actually been busy, and it's kind of like the festive season is fast approaching here in Nigeria, so I've really been busy, and I have not been trading
Okay.
except for today. I think I placed a buy limit order on EURUSD late last night, but it didn't get triggered, and I just had to
Okay.
delete the order. And
Okay. All right. So you trade Euro USD mainly. Are you happy with the spreads and the slippage with FundedNext on that
is it
particular asset? You trade Euro USD mainly with FundedNext, is that right?
EURUSD and sometimes GBPUSD?
Oh, okay. Yeah, the usual. So are you happy with the slippage and the spreads with those two assets?
Since for regarding slippage, I don't trade when there is a news release, so I wouldn't really know how much it affects other traders that trade with FundedNext. But so far so good. The review about FundedNext has really been very convincing. Not so many people complain about slippage and what have you. So yes, I can't really relate to that. And when it comes to the spread is actually very okay. Let me say, though, even though there are times when Euro USD go as high as like 3-4 micro pips, but I still believe that's quite okay. And that's the reason why I majorly trade Euro USD and just abandon every other asset
Yeah.
class.
Yeah, exactly. Makes sense. It's a good tight spread pair. And how much of your account do you risk per trade? Do you have a set percentage?
Okay, so before now, it has really been a roller coaster. I mean, you go into drawdown, you come out, you go into drawdown. So, up until recently, I decided, okay, fine, I would go with 0.5% of my accounts. I would
Okay.
risk 0.5% of my account to make 1% on every trade.
Mm-hmm.
But before now, I basically risk 1% of my accounts on every trade.
Okay, 1% per trade. Okay.
Yeah, 1% per trade before now.
Okay. Okay. And you've back tested this strategy. You've got a the win rate is pretty high.
The win rate is pretty high, but in my own opinion, I feel like there tend to be changes because I mean you could go about backtesting 3, 4, 5 years worth of data on TradingView, and you realize the situation is a little bit quite different when you go into the live markets. So I really don't do that much of backtest. I just go maybe about 3, 4, 5, 6 months
Yeah.
back, and
Uh-huh.
once I see that, okay, this is actually a pattern that plays out repeatedly, and I just go into the market and do my thing.
Okay. Is there any particular trading day which is best for you? Do you find maybe Tuesdays or Wednesdays or Thursdays better than Mondays?
From like I said earlier, if it really does not matter for me. If it's a Monday and there would be no major news release, I trade. And if it happens to be a Tuesday, Wednesday, it really does not matter. As long as there are no major news release for the day, I'm good. I place
Okay.
my trades and I just allow my edge play out based on probability.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. Any suggestions for FundedNext? How they could improve things? Any options you'd like added to their accounts?
There has always been one thing I keep saying all the time, and it has to be regarding the affiliates. I mean, When I joined as an affiliate for FundedNext, the threshold was, I think, about $220 before you could withdraw. I really don't think that's quite okay. Would
What
I
was the
say
threshold?
this is based on, the parts of the world I'm from. I think people should be able to withdraw their, okay, maybe minimum should be like $20 or thereabouts, but people should be able to withdraw whatever it is they work for. Because getting people to register for a company that you project to them is not something that just comes by easily, especially if you're not an influencer on the social media. So maybe FundedNext can work on that and just maybe reduce the minimum withdrawal for affiliates from
Okay.
$120 to
Okay.
something
Okay.
more
Sure.
reasonable.
Anything with regards to trading? Anything you'd like to see added to the trading accounts?
No, I'm very, 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 very happy with everything that FundedNext has integrated into the system over the months. And I mean, we keep getting new innovations and everything. So yeah, I think for now, I don't really have any more suggestions. I'm very, very happy with FundedNext and everything they've done in the industry.
Good. Good to hear. I'm sure they'll be happy to hear that. Any advice you could give to traders out there who are struggling to get traded?
It's much of an inspiration to give out to neophytes, but I would really suggest people just don't give up. I mean, it's a lot of hurdles trying to become a profitable trader, but as long as you stay in the game for as long as possible, truth is you're actually going to, find something that eventually works for you, be able to pave your own way. And getting a mentor actually is also one thing that people should embrace more and put in the work, and
Mm-hmm. Okay.
that's basically it.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for your time. Good luck with the funded account. Are you currently funded with FundedNext? Are you on a Stellar account or an evaluation?
It's a stellar account. I prefer Stellar. Stellar is way more beautiful compared
Yeah.
to every other form of challenge.
Okay. Is the current account you're going okay with that?
You see?
The current progress with your funded account is good.
Yeah, even though I'm currently in drawdown, but yeah, I believe it's not my first time going into drawdown, so I believe I would come back and come back stronger. So yeah, and I've actually been on the break, so I'm not pressed. I'm not putting myself under any unnecessary pressure. I'll just, take the trades when the opportunity present themselves. And
Yeah. Sure. Good stuff. Okay. Good to speak. Good luck, and we'll hopefully speak again.
okay,
Okay.
all right, thank you so much.
See you. Bye.